Now, welcome to part 2 of Basis of Assessment. Here we're going to be looking at a question on the board, a very interesting question in commencement. The question is NASCO Limited commenced business on 1st April 2001. She makes up her account on as follows. Period ended 30th 2002. Year ended 30th 2003. We have 230,000. The year ended 30th 2003. This should be 2004. 2004, 390,000. Now the question says we are required to compute the assessable profit for all relevant years using the normal basis of assessment and the alternative basis of assessment. This is a very interesting question. It is an examination question under taxation in a topic called basis of assessment. Now look at this question. I want to start by putting a little analysis to this question. Why did they start using period ended? Then after that they talk about year ended, year ended. I need to separate something here. Whenever I see period ended in taxation under basis of assessment, what it means is the time involved is less than 12 months or more than 12 months. That's the meaning. It is not exactly 1 year. So it's 12, it's 15 months, 17, 20. It is not exactly 12 months. So whenever you hear period ended, you are talking about anything outside 1 year. So, and if you look at this question, and this question looks somehow in the sense that we're expecting dates all through. Like this is period ended, year ended, year ended. There is what I called readjustment of date. This date is acceptable, 30th 2002 is acceptable, yes. For you to get this question very well, for you to understand whatever you're going to do, you have to recast this date. You recast the date. You have to recast this date. This period ended 30th 2002. Where did it start from? We were told that this business started on 1st April 2001. So this period ended must have started from the date the business started, which is 1st April 2001. So the first date, I'm going to put up a new date. I'm going to use to solve this question. I'm going to put up a new date here so that it will match with the format or the process or the procedure we are going to use to solve this. Now this period ended must have started from 1st April 2001. I have not started solving this question. I'm just trying to readjust the date. What I'm doing now may not give you mark yet, but it will give you insight and edge in bringing solution to your question faster. So just watch what I'm going to do now. Now, this period ended, started from 1st April 2001. I'm going to write it 1/4/2001. Then to 30th 2002. 30th 2002, and we're having 180,000. So that's the profit they made within this period. Now, this is the way that this question will be presented, and it will be easier for you to understand the logistics involved in bringing solution to this. Now, this one said year ended 30th 2003. Remember what I gave you in the part 1 of this lecture? This is going to help us a lot. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to put it on the board so that we'll work with it. Yes, let me check what is going to enter here. I gave you January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Check my first lecture or the part 1 of this program. I gave a date like this, which I call the left hand side date. Then this date, we have December on the right, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November. This date, as you see it here, is going to help us in manipulating our dates very faster and easy. Now, I've gotten the first one, 14/2001 to 30/6/2002. Now, year ended is 12 months. So I'm going to still put up this date, 30/6/2003. Since they said year ended, we are going to count 12 months back from this date, 12 months back. And for you to do that, this is 30/6, which is June. Come to this table and look for June so that you're able to know the date we are going to present here. Now, June is here. This is June on the right. So the date on the left is, what date is it? July. Remember that I told you that on the left, the date on the left is beginning date. First, it must be first. Then on the right, we'll have the end date. So this is going to be July. We are taking this is June, which is this. So the date that must be here should be July. So I'm going to put, July is 17. This is 2003. We're going to have 2002. Remember that I told you we have not started solving this question. I'm doing what I personally call recast of date. Under basis of assessment, it will help you to be able to follow the process. So now the profit here is 230,000. Then the last day said year ended again, 30th June. So I'm still going to have another 30th June, 30/6/2004. We'll count 12 months back. That will still give us the same, because 30/6 will still land at July. Look at it here. So we'll have 17/2003. Since this is 24, this is 2003. And the profit here is 390,000. Good. At this point, we are good to go. Now we've gotten what we want. The question said we should compute the assessable profit for all relevant years using normal assessment. After that, we'll do the alternative assessment. So solution properly now. Normal assessment. So we have NASCO Limited. NASCO Limited is the owner of the account. We'll be having the years here. We're going to have basis of assessment. We're going to have assessable profits. At this point, we are taking over. Now, we're going to follow the law the way the law stated this, the way it goes. We're going to state it exactly that way. Now, the law said something in year 1, the law said something in year 2, the law said something in year 3. Remember that we're talking about relevant years here. Relevant years is year 1, year 2, and year 3. So what did the law say in year 1 under normal basis? What did the law say? In year 1, the law said that the profit that will be assessed for tax purposes must be the profit made from the date of commencement to the end of that fiscal year. Yes, from the date of commencement to the end of that same year. That is the profit that will be assessed for tax purposes. That means you have to start from the date the business started, which is 1st April 2001. I'm going to put it up here. Year 1 of this business is 2001, so we have to put it up here, 2001. What did the law say in year 1? From the date of commencement, so pick the date of commencement here, which is 1st April 2001. I'm going to write 1/1 1/4/2001 to the end of that same year. 1/4/2001, that is this. That's the essence of this. Because if you leave this date like this, it might be confusing you putting it up this way. I have to recast this day so that I'll work with it. I'll work with this. Though there's something I normally teach my students, you need to calculate how many months that is this. How many months here you put it up. Like this one, you don't have anything. This one is 12 months. This is 12 because they say year ended. And also this one is 12/2. So if you want to calculate from 1/4/2001 to 30/6/2002, you have to start from April. 1/4, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Then you now have +6. +6 because in 2002 you have only 6 months. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 + 6 is 15 months. So we have 15 months here. Here is 15. So we're working with 15 there. Do you see that it's not exactly 12 because they say period ended. So that is just that. Now, we're calculating the first year, which is from the date of commencement to the end of that same year. So this year, 2001, the last date of this year is 31st December 2001. That's what the law said. Under normal basis, from the date of commencement to the end of that same year. Now, how many months is this? That's what we need. Look at this date now. Look at this date. Check 1, 2, 3. You must see where this date falls here. If you look very well, you verify that this 1/4/2001 is also here. 1/4/2001. And this date here is covered by this date. I do call the date inside the solution the child's date. Then I call the one in the question the mother's date. The child should always be lesser than the mother. Now, if you check this date, already we know the mother here, 15 months, 12 months, 12 months. So how many months is this? From April to December, already we have counted it. April to December is 9 months, so we're taking 9 months. All these dates fall inside the first date, and it is 180,000. So we're going to take 9 out of 15 times 180,000 all over 1 for us to get the first year assessment. It's not like magic. Calculate the number of months here. Check where this period falls inside the question paper. Then take the proportion. It falls under these 15 months. Because this 1/4/2001 to 30/6/2002 is covered by this date. So that's why we're taking 15 months. Now, we have 9 over 15 times 180 over 1. Let me bring calculator so that we can get the actual figure to this. So I'll be having 9 divided by 15 multiplied by 180,000. 180,000. What I'm having here is 108,000. 108,000. So this is the first year assessable profit. 108,000 out of 180,000. Then we go to second year. Remember that the question says we should compute the assessment or the assessable profit for all relevant years. We have done the year 1, we still need 2 years because relevant years is year 1, year 2, and year 3. So let's go to 2001, 2002, the second year. Now, what did the law say in second year? The law said in second year that the assessable profit, the profit that will be assessed for tax purposes under basis of assessment in commencement, profits that will be assessed in the second year should be the profit the business made from the date of commencement, 12 months ahead from the date of commencement. So when you put the date of commencement, which is 1/4/2001, then you need 12 months from here. Consult what this table, which I gave you in my part 1. This is April. We are looking for 12 months. April is here. So the next date coming after this April is May. No, this is March. December, January, February, March. So this is March. So March, you come here and put March. The last date of the March is 31/3/2001. This is 2001, so we should be having 2000 and what? 2. Good. Now this is 12 months. You now check again. Where does this date fall inside 1, 2, 3? Check the last date here, 30/6/2002. Check the last date here, 31/3/2002. You will verify that this date is more lengthy than this. This one is longer than this, which means all these dates fall inside the first one. So we're going to take the proportion again. How many months is this? This is 12 months. Out of the same 15, we have 15 times the amount 180,000 over 1. So we have 180,000 all over 1. We're going to press calculate again to get our second year assessment. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 18, no 15, times 180,000. 180,000, I'm having 144,000. So we have 144,000 for second year of assessment. That's what the law says. Then finally, we are at the third year, which is the last year under the relevant period. So the law said that in the third year, 2003, we're going to work on preceding year at this point. Preceding year. What is preceding year? Preceding year means a year before. A year before. So the year before 2003 is 2002. Now, whenever you come to these dates, always put the right-hand side date first. Put it first. If you look at these dates, we have one common date here. This is when this business prepares their final account. Look at it here. This is when they prepare their final account. Now, pick any of these dates, then work towards the preceding year of this. We're going to write 30/6. This is 2003. The year preceding 2003 is 2002. So we're having 2002 here. Count 12 months back. If you count 12 months back, this is June, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 12 months back here will give you July. So we are landing here. Remember that any date here should be the beginning date. So pick this date, which is first 1/7, because it's July, this is 2002. So this is going to be 2001, preceding year. This year is the year that preceded this. So we're going to look where these dates fall inside here, then we'll take our proportion. If you look at this, let's check. The last date, this last date, 30/6/2002, is here, 30/6/2002. Both of them are the same. So this one ended here, this one ended here. That simply tells you that this date, the whole of this date, is still inside the first one. All of them are here. So we're going to take proportion again of these 12 months, 12 again, all over what? 15 times the same profit, 180,000 over 1. So when we do this, we're going to arrive at the same figure, 144,000. So this is the first 3 years assessable profit of this company, and that's the relevant year. So what we're going to do is to add up for us to get the total assessment. Total assessment. So we're going to add this, and that will be our answer to part A of this question, because the question is in 2 partitions. A says normal assessment, B says alternative. So this first one is concluded here. Let's get the final answer. Now 108,000 plus 144,000 plus 144,000. I'm having 396,000 naira. 396,000 naira. So this is what we got under the normal basis of assessment. In the next part, that is part 3, we're going to solve the B part of this question. We're going to resolve this, yes, in the next video, because we're not going to conclude this here. So to enable you to assimilate what we have done so far, at least you have learned how we handle issue of normal assessment. In the first year,